Talk about, first of all, just the joy of being part of this when you got cast, because it's such a big deal. And you're literally, from the very beginning, you're literally the character in the center of this show, that opening shot that zooms right into you. And all right, this is great. This is going to be focused on you. And in so many ways, it really is. How fabulous was it being part of this?
It's I can't even explain it. It was unreal, and for so many different reasons. But and also the process of getting the job and then finding out who's in it, it only got more and more exciting as it went along. So it really was just a an amazing adventure all around.
And finding out who's in it, and it's an amazing cast. What was it like being there in Australia with some of the most amazing actors around? Just talk about those first few days of getting to know everybody.
I mean, it was such a different and special experience because everyone, we shot it last summer, so everyone is coming from being extremely isolated. So I think we were all coming from a place of desperately wanting to connect and to work again. And it kind of put us all in the same playing field, which would never be the case normally, going to work with Nicole Kidman and Melissa McCarthy and all of these amazing movie stars. So it was really beautiful in that way. And I think it forced us all to connect, and also being in such a foreign place across the world, no one is close to home. And I think it was so nice in that way to feel like we all had each other's back.
Especially when you're dealing with tough material, with emotional material. How did everything going on help you with that? Help you focus? Help you were already in a place that made that easier? Just as an actor, if you can kind of put that into words.
Yeah, I think I was definitely already in an emotional state, given the state of the world and me being so far from home and far from my family and friends. And I think I was anticipating, although I was so excited for the job and thankful, I was anticipating being a little bit lonely, being so far away. And I think that definitely was put into Zoe for sure.
And that grieving your character has to go through, and to see that and to be in those places, how did that affect you week after week? And was there time to have fun off the set? What was that dynamic like? Because there's some dark emotional places, I'd imagine, and then
Yeah,
you get cut, you're in a beautiful place, and just talk about that dynamic.
right. No, it was interesting. I always thought I was good at separating myself from the character, and I realized through this job that I'm not as good as I thought, and it took me a few months to shed Zoe off of me, because as you said, it was a very heavy mindset to be in for 6 months, and at a certain point, I think your body doesn't know you're acting, after many tears. So it was challenging, but I think Zoe's story is such a beautiful one, and deserves to be told. So
I'd imagine you've heard from people that maybe have gone through similar. I don't know how much of that the show's so popular. Have you people reached out to you? Have you heard of that as someone who's taken on this kind of role? Is that something you've had to kind of live with now and be a help to people, maybe just through your work?
I mean, it's been really nice with my friends because when I got the job, we all started this book club and we all read the book Nine Perfect Strangers. And that was so special to me because I got to hear their opinions on it and what they thought of everything. And they've really been a part of this whole journey. And then watching the episodes and talking about how it was different from the book in this way, and we loved this change. And so just hearing their kind of um, their thoughts throughout the whole thing has made it so, I think, has made it feel so much more personal to me, and has been so nice.
Nicole specifically, just talk about working with her and what those first scenes with her were like, and you can just put that into words, the specialness of Nicole Kidman.
I can't even put it into words. The first time I saw her was the first time all of our characters was meeting her for the first time, and she walked in, and it was the hair on my arm stood up. She was hypnotic, and it really put us all into the story very, very quickly.
talk about the show where we are now. We're heading towards a big finale here, and there's lots of excitement and lots of twists and turns. If you can put into words now, we leave this family in kind of a predicament. We don't know what's going to happen. How exciting will this be? How cathartic? What can you tell us?
It's definitely cathartic. Definitely expect some more tears, but ultimately there is hope at the end, and the journey comes to a very hopeful place.
In that light, what do you hope people take away from this whole show in terms of what they've been getting out of it so far, and what you hope audience is left with at the end?
Yeah, there's so much, which I really love about it too, because you can take something away from each person, each character's journey. But I mean, overall, I think the show really shines a light on our society's obsession with wellness and our desperate need to transform ourselves constantly, and wanting to do so quickly, and blindly trusting these people that say they have all the answers on Instagram or media or whatever it is. I find that so fascinating, because I find myself guilty of it at times too. And also, I think it says a lot about grief and how there's no right or wrong way to deal with it. And it's not a 10-day process. It's a lifelong process that takes a lot of analyzing and confronting parts of yourself that is very scary. I'd say those things.
That said, would you ever, or have you ever done anything like this? Would you go to some place not like this, but an extended stay somewhere just to chill?
I don't know. I'm curious about them. I would definitely be curious about like a silent retreat and what that would do to me. But at the end of the day, I probably don't want to face that.
You've done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about the joy and just the fun you have going on right now between this and between your movie Mayday coming out and your other series coming. Just talk about everything going on. Seems to be a great time for you, and the acclaim and praise you're getting. Just how much of that have you allowed yourself to take in?
It's so weird, because at moments, shooting the show was so exciting, and then now it's out in the world, and it's a whole different type of excitement and nerves, and I've been really trying to enjoy it and take it in instead of run from it. But it's been so amazing, and I'm really excited about this next show, Tell Me Lies, which is also going to be on Hulu and is also based off of a book that is really great. I highly recommend it. And it's something I've never done, something like this, and it's new in a lot of ways. And I hope I can continue to do new, different things each time. So.
Very good. And you could talk a little bit about Mayday, since that's about to open, and that's something totally different, new, and cool as well.
Mayday is different from I think anything anyone's ever seen. It's very unique, and I was very drawn to it from reading the script. I could tell that it was a very unique vision. Karen had such a specific eye for this tone, and it's really a beautiful story about a young girl finding her inner strength and power. I can't wait for people to see it.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.